In this video, I'll be giving you guys the best starter guide for anime adventures if you're new. So let's get right into it. Now this video is going to be a little longer because it's a pretty in-depth description on what you should be doing when you first join anime adventures. I will put chapters in the video if you just want to skip to like the more important parts. So hopefully this helps. Now the first thing, of course, you usually do this in any game, but the first thing you want to do is go over here. You'll spawn in over here and you want to come over here to the codes section. Of course, redeem the codes if there are any. Currently there's none. They expire pretty quick, so make sure you redeem them quick. And they usually do not level lock them, but they did level lock one, but it was a pretty good code, so I understand why they did do it. Alright, now this isn't really part of the game, but I'm going to talk about the update schedule for Anime Adventures. Now AA, unfortunately they update like once every 3 weeks or once a month usually. At least that's what it was before the shutdown. They haven't updated yet since the re-release, and it's been about 3 weeks, I'm pretty sure, 2 or 3 weeks, and they haven't updated yet. So I'm pretty sure they're just going to follow that same schedule. Alright, so now I'll give you guys one of the most important things you need to know. I'll give you a tour of the lobby. Now, you'll spawn in over here in this area at the spawn pod. This is where you're always spawning when you join the game, right here. So if you come over here to summon, click this button. Of course, here are the 3 banners. You don't really need to know about the event banner. That's for later on. Now, the special banner, you mostly want to summon on this one. Now, because it does have 2 times mythic rates. Now the legacy one does not have that, so it's not really the best for summoning on. And this banner, it also has the 3 units. You can get any unit honestly, but the first 3 units you see in the front right here, they have a higher chance of you getting if you get a mythic. Now the banner tiers, I'm pretty sure, okay, you see up here banner tier 2 max. When you first come in the game, your tier will be 0. You won't be able to summon any shinies or any secrets, I'm pretty sure. But once you hit certain levels, your tier will upgrade and you will be able to summon shinies or whatever. Now the legacy banner is pretty simple. You have legacy gems. If you want to summon on this banner and you have no gems because you only have normal gems, you can come over, exchange how many you want, max, minimum, half, doesn't matter, and just confirm, and then you can summon on this banner. But be careful because you won't be able to get them back as normal gems. We have the traveling merchant. It's right next to summon, and she comes every like 30 minutes to an hour, but they post it in the Discord, I'm pretty sure. So over here you can buy star fruits, you could buy summon tickets, and you could buy star remnants, I'm pretty sure, which are trait rerolls. So it is pretty useful. I usually do buy these stars whenever I see them. They're pretty pricey, but I can make it back, you know. And stars are pretty annoying to get, like they're only from challenges, I'm pretty sure. Alright, next on the lobby tour is over here we have the relics. Now these are more late game, so you don't need to really worry about them. Like Infernal Gaze, this is really good. All these relics are pretty useful. These 2 are the most useful, the Infernal Gaze and the Mirror Blade. Those are probably the best ones. So right now they don't really matter. If you're wondering, you get this, the Relic Shard, you get it from Act 5 of the raid. Act 5 of the Dragon Ball raid. See over here, you have 100% chance of getting it right here. But you only have 3 of them a day that you can do. But it is 10% still, of course, on Act 4, so you can farm it infinitely. Alright, after relics, the next thing we're going to go over is the gold shop, which is right next to the relics. Now, this is pretty useful. You can buy XP food here. I don't recommend buying the early game XP foods like all of these. The ones you want to buy are from here to here. These all give the same amount of XP, but they're really good. They're really useful for leveling up units. Unlike other games like ALS, XP food just sucks. It's useless. But in this one, it's really useful, so you want to save up on gold. Now the only way to get gold currently, I'm pretty sure, is Battle Pass does give some right here, and selling units you summon. Like any units you get, honestly. Any units, they'll give you gold if you come over here and sell them. Be 1,000 gold for a legendary, and let's see how much for a secret. 8k, and a mythic is 5k. Oh, 4k? Yeah, mythic is 4k. One more like part about the gold shop that people usually forget about, honestly, is you could talk to this guy, Hubris, and you could buy more skin storage for 50k gold, and you could buy more unit storage. And honestly, in my opinion, don't buy any of them because gold in this game is pretty scarce. You can barely, gems are pretty hard to get in the first place, and which you need to get gold. So like, don't waste your gold on that. Just use your gold on materials and XP food. Alright, now the next thing we're gonna go over with the lobby tour is the Infinite Mansion. Now if you go here to Infinite Mansion, you could also go to areas, Infinite Mansion right here. Now this is super easy. Like I recommend you do this. Like you could not even complete story and you could still do this. Like you could either do normal or hard mode. Hard mode is most efficient because it skips a room. So like if you do hard mode on this room 92 and you win, you go to room 94 and skip room 93. And now that's really useful because this tower, this infinity mansion is really tedious. So it is pretty annoying, but you do get some good rewards. I don't know, I wouldn't say good, but they're for AA it's good. And on room 100 you do get a star for every single season. There's a star, and puppet star is this one. We don't know what it is. There's no quote or anything. Usually there's a quote here and you can see who the unit is, but we don't know. And it takes a long time, really. It takes a few updates for this to reset, so you do have a good amount of time, but it is good to get it done early because in my opinion it's one of the best gem methods in the game. It might even be the best one. Like, it's just really hard to get gems, and you can't even like really infinitely farm that because well, that's kind of ironic because I know the name is Infinity Mansion, but like it just gets really hard. It just gets really hard later on, but like certain rooms do have certain buffs on certain units, which is pretty useful. And now over here, right next to the mansion, we have Lucil, and this is Crollo, if I'm Contract Hunter, but he can unshiny your unit. Like, you won't lose the unit, but it'll become normal, like lose the shiny status and the look. So see, you unshiny a mythic, it doesn't say you how much, but it does give you 15 star remnants for a mythic unit to unshiny. And I'm not sure how much for secrets, but in my opinion you should never unshiny a secret. It's just not worth it unless they're trash and have no value. But mythics, I would only really unshiny a mythic if it's like the battle pass unit, like this guy and the other girl here. If you buy the premium pass, you get them both shiny. So you unshiny them, there's a free 30 star remnants. Alright, we're almost done with the lobby here. So now over here, people usually forget about this. Like missions, I don't know, people don't really use these anymore. But if you're evolving a unit, you can actually get more of the evolution item if you just accept the mission. Like here, kill 3,000 undead and you get these. And now the undead, they're in a mode that literally drop these. So you're getting free, like you're earning those and you're passively earning more by doing this mission over here. Alright, next we have the holiday events. Now you could also, alright, now this shop, you could buy evolution items for the winter event and the capsules for the winter event, which is right, if you go to play, the play button over here, which is right here, you can play it here. I think you have to be level 25 because they want to like prevent leeching. So like you could go there, play that mode, and earn stars, which are right here in my hotbar. And then you can use those stars to either buy capsules or summon on this event banner. It doesn't matter which one you summon on because it doesn't matter capsules or banner. The same thing, same rates, same everything. But honestly, it doesn't really matter because if you're just starting, you shouldn't really be focusing on the event. You won't be able to do it for a while until you're level 25. So just focus on story and more early game things. And now another event in the game, which is probably going away very soon, very, very soon, probably the next update, is the Halloween event. It's the same exact thing as the Christmas event, but there's just different units, different evolution items. See over here, you can buy different capsules. It's just completely different everything. Alright, over here we have tournament. Every week there's a new tournament, and it's either compete for the most kills in your bracket or the most damage in your bracket. Pretty sure, yeah, those are the only two ones. Each tournament does have a challenge. So this tournament's challenge is armored enemies. The enemies have a lot more shield and boss waves, so it's only bosses that spawn. Now, of course, every tournament has a twist. So every tournament will have a secondary and a primary element buff. For the elements, basically every unit has an element. You can even see, so this tournament is buffing water and fire. So let's check out our fire and water units. You go here to the filter right here and search for water and fire, and boom, here we got fire unit right here, water, fire, water, etc. Alright, that doesn't really matter for now, but the higher you place, of course, you get more rewards. You can see the rewards right here. They're all rewards. And honestly, even if you're terrible, just enter the tournament. Just do it. Get as high as you can. Even if you get really low, you'll still get at least something. Alright, this is the last, or no, we have two more things for the lobby tour, pretty short. Now we hear, this might not be in the game based off of when you're watching it, but right now, the winter event's going on, and this is still in the game. So this present meter right here, you get these passively just by killing enemies. Like, you'll see they have the present, like, effects on them. It doesn't matter, really. But, like, as you're playing the game, you'll get presents. Now, once you fill up this meter to 1,000, you have a chance of getting winter capsules, star remnants, or stat cubes. I'm pretty sure those are the only three things. And see, gives presents, and then once you fill it up, you can claim. See, we got icy stars, and you can open them up and have a chance of getting like really good units. All right, now this is the last thing we have. Currently, it's not working, but usually the time machine, you can just AFK and passively earn gems while you're sleeping or doing whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. Hopefully, it's back up soon. I don't even know why it's down. They might be like adding more rewards to it because it is pretty useless because you can just like macro overnight. But we'll get into that later. All right, now the next thing we're going to go over now that we're done with the lobby is trait rerolls. Now, trait rerolls, you earn, like, there's no really, like, efficient way to farm them other than Battle Pass. You can get them from Battle Pass. You can get them randomly from Summoning. You can get them from over here. You come over here to Leaderboard. It's pretty hidden. So, you really need these. It gives you, like, a good amount of rerolls, too. So, like, every 5 levels, you'll get a milestone, and you'll get 2 rerolls for every 5 levels you get. And it goes up to level 100. Now, the best way to get trait rerolls is if you go over to challenges, there's a daily challenge every day, and every day you have a chance of getting 10 to 50 rerolls, a wish, which I'll explain later, and stat cubes and gems. Now, the daily challenge, like we got into earlier, does have element boosts. Like, you want to bring physical, light, and dark element, and you don't want to bring magic or storm element because they have disadvantages and they deal way less damage. Now, these daily challenges are extremely hard, so you're going to have to use a matchmaking tool right here. But the only thing you can really do is just leech off the other people that are playing and hope that they win. But I wouldn't recommend doing that. It's just really annoying, like, morally. Alright, now I just said I would go over wishes. So here we go. If you come to traits, which is right here, traits and evolve, go to limit break, which is right here, continue. Now, if you put a unit in here, pick unit, that unit will get buffed. Now, we'll put just a random unit for now. And you do need a divine wish. You get a divine wish from the daily challenge and the level milestones. You get one when you hit level 100. So you can get one a day. And limit break, once you limit break a unit, it will raise the level cap of the unit to level 110. As you can see, I have my Goku and my Hamura limit broken right here. So to limit break, you need a wish, but you also need to sacrifice 12 units. Now, an unevolved unit only counts for 1, as you can see, but if we put an evolved unit in, let's say any evolved unit, let's see, do I have any unlocked evolved units? Let's see, here we go. See, it counts for 2. So evolved units count for 2, unevolved is only 1. I'm not sure what secrets would cost, honestly. Let's just check. Dark, oh, I don't know what happened to my other dark mage, but secrets I'm pretty sure are just the same as normal units, just 1 probably, evolved probably still 2. Alright, now these, the units you want to summon for. Now, if you go over to the banner, you mostly want to summon on the special banner, like I said earlier. So here we have these 3 units. Ghost is mid. He's bugged right now. I'm pretty sure he's doing way more damage than he's supposed to. So long term, you don't want him because he's just going to get fixed. Tengen is bad. Idol's bad. I'll put a tier list on the screen right now. These are the units you should go for. I would mainly go for, if I were you, I would go for Goku. He is on that banner. Wait for him to be in the middle of the banner so you have a higher chance of getting him. And you really want him because he's really good evolved later on. He has a good ability, and he has a heal unit with 4 placement, and he's decently cheap, which is pretty nice. He's gonna carry you in story if you get him. All right, now the next thing we'll go over is the raids. Now raids, there's a raid shop here. There's a good amount of raids, and now the raids here, you don't want to care about Sand, Nightmare, Future, or well, Storm Hideout. You can still do this one, but like there's really no point. There are way better units. Now you want to do the later raids though. Like you want to do this one. This is how you evolve Goku. You have to get a bunch of these marks over here. Strange Town. Each raid has different materials which you evolve different units for, and you can check what you need to evolve a unit if you go over to areas, traits, and evolve. And if you go down over here, you could open the evolve menu and see. Okay, yeah, click on an unevolved unit. Only mythics have evolutions, by the way, and secrets, I'm pretty sure. Now, if you click evolve, it'll show you everything you need for this unit. Now, the next thing we'll go over is guilds. I'm not even in a guild currently, but if you join a guild, like there's a leaderboard for the most damage done, and it's gotten out of hand. Like 2 Q damage. I don't even know what Q stands for, quintillion or something. Doesn't really matter. But if you join a guild, any good guild, I mean, there's a lot of beginner-friendly guilds out there you can find in the Discord server. Like there's a channel just for that specifically. and you'll get rewards once the guild event ends. You'll get rewards, like no matter where you are placed, you'll definitely get rewards. Okay, now the next thing we'll go over is the curses. Now curses, you probably won't be able to teleport here yet because you need a finger. So if you go to Cursed King, I seek greater power, you can actually curse your units. Now on my Goku, I have a bad curse. He has 6 more range, but he attacks 7% slower, which in my opinion is just not good. And I haven't changed that because you get the curse tokens from here. Haunted Academy Cursed Womb. It's right next to the winter event, right over here. And you do need a key to enter. And you get the keys from the Nightmare. I'm pretty sure it's called Haunted Academy Infinite. So this Infinite right here, it'll give you the keys. It'll also drop other evolution items for like Gojo. But I wouldn't recommend getting him because he's just bad. Alright, this should be the last thing we're going over, which is the best method to get gems. Now the best method to get gems, you actually need 0 units for this. And basically, you just need to go into Planet Greeny Infinite. Like, you can literally do this when you're just starting. You don't need to be good. You could definitely be, like, terrible. It literally does not matter because you need 0 units. And now, once you're in game, you don't even need to move your character or anything. You literally just stand there. Make a macro using Tiny Task. Look up tutorials how to use it if you don't know how. It's pretty standard in games these days, and you probably won't be able to keep up unless you use it, sadly. So basically, you want to record a Tiny Task that starts the game and just replays. Like, you just want to go into Infinite, let yourself lose, and then replay. You'll get 18 gems from that. It'll go to wave 6 and then die. You'll get 18 gems, and then that's the best way for some reason for farming gems. Other than Infinite Castle, of course. Now, one more way to get gems, which is pretty good, is your quests. Now, there are daily quests that you have to do every day. You get gems, stars for the event, and Battle Pass XP. Now, you only get that if you complete all the quests, though. But the quests do give gems, like, alone. So if you complete this, 200 gems, 120, 100, 80, 60. Then once you complete all of these, you can claim this big one up here, which I recommend you should do your daily quests every day. They reset daily, of course. And the infinite ones over here, they reset daily. It gives you a random infinite mode to do a quest for to get to wave 50, wave 25, and 10. And of course, you claim those. And story, you get 1 story quest done for every story act you do. So you complete 6 acts, then you get 6 quests done. And it is pretty good for gems when you're starting off. Event doesn't really matter. This is just for it's not really for legend. It's just for the newest story mode. This is for the latest story mode. And these 2 are for the winter event to evolve the winter units. And they are pretty good for rerolls once you get good. Alright, now this is all I have for this video. But if you have any questions, you can always ask in the AA Discord server. They are pretty active there, and you can ask whatever you want. They're pretty welcoming, you know. Now, if this did help you out or you found it entertaining, you could like and subscribe. I'm almost at 1K, and I'll see you guys next time.